So welcome everyone. This is day 11 of the 30 days of chair yoga 2025. These classes are all seated to standing. And today we're going to focus on Warrior One. So Warrior One is standing posture we've gone over already, but we'll spend a little bit more time in Warrior One today. So we'll begin seated, stretching the muscles that will help us be more comfortable in Warrior One when we come to standing. Then when we come to stand up, we'll do Warrior One twice, focusing on the points of the posture, so you really get to know the posture better. Okay? So let's begin, feet flat on the floor, hands resting on your knees, and let's get started. So just begin by letting your eyes softly close, letting your body breathe on its own, just softening as best you can, letting go of anything from the day, anything for after the practice. Let your breath slow down. Let your breath lengthen. Focus on breathing more into your belly rather than your chest. Let your face soften. And bringing all your attention within your body. Focusing on the sensations in your body, how your body feels today. Being aware of where it's easy to breathe into, the areas where you feel some resistance with your inhale. And deepening your breath a bit. You can begin with a soft constriction in your throat, just so you can hear the sound of your own breathing. And making that sound as smooth as you can, like the same amount of air is passing through your throat at every moment. And as best you can, try to maintain these longer, slower breaths throughout the practice without forcing, of course. With that soft sound, if you remember, to help you focus. Focus about 50% of your attention inside your body on the movement of your breath. Where you feel resistance to that inhalation, that expansion. Try to be aware of that throughout the practice. Being aware of the breath moving on the inside and the posture, the stretching that we're doing from the outside. So inhale, sweep your arms overhead, shoulder width apart, palms facing each other, lift from your ribs, lengthen your torso. Exhale, bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee, left hand to the chair or leg of the chair, and rotate towards your left. Draw down your back, lift your heart. Inhale, turn forward, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, bring left hand to right knee, right hand by hip, by side, chair, and rotate right. Draw down your back, lift your heart. And with your breath, inhale forward, exhale left. Just getting warmed up, just getting started. Inhale forward, try not to use any force. Exhale right. Inhale one more time each way. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, arms up overhead. Reach up, lengthen between your ribs. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand by your hip, rotate left, and breathing here. Keep reaching your head towards ceiling like there's a string tied to the top of your head, being drawn straight up towards ceiling, pressing firmly down through your seat, through your sitting bones. Try to feel like you're rotating from between your hips and ribs. Again, we're just getting started, so no force. Breathe deep. Feel like you're using your breath to stretch from the inside. Try to yield to your breath. Allow your body to move. Letting that change the stretch of the muscles, change the position of the bones, the muscles. Feel that movement in your body and softening to that, allowing it to move. Inhale, turn forward, arms overhead. Reach up and lengthen between your ribs. Exhale, bring left hand to outside of right knee, right hand by hip. Rotate right, draw down your back. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Reach top of your head towards the ceiling. Pressing down through your seat. Again, breathing here, feeling that movement of the breath in your body. Long breaths. Try to focus on softening where you feel the resistance to the expansion of your inhale. Like you're using your breath to stretch from the inside. Focus on the outside of your hip as well. Inhale, turn forward, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then turn completely to face towards your left. Both feet on the left side of the chair, flat on the floor, feet about hip distance apart, ankles under your knees. Bring either both of your hands to the outside of your left thigh, your left knee here, and gently drawing on the outside of your thigh. So feel that as much as we're rotating towards the back of the chair, you're also drawing your thigh in towards your body. So you feel a stretch on the outside of your hip, your glute. So inhale, exhale, rotate towards back. If you don't feel a twist here, you don't feel a stretch here, bring one hand to the top of the back of your chair. And breathing deeply, reaching top of head towards ceiling. Again, just getting started, so no forcing. Inhale, turn forward, and come all the way around to other side. So both feet flat on the right side of the chair, ankles under your knees. Again, bring your hands either to the outside of your right thigh, drawing the thigh in towards the body, and exhale, rotate, or you can bring one hand to the top of the back of the chair. And just going until you begin to feel some muscular resistance and breathing, reaching top of head towards ceiling, pressing through your seat. Inhale, turn to face towards your right. Slide over to the front of your chair. So just enough that you feel like your left butt muscle and thigh are free so your leg can move back. Slide your foot back as far as you comfortably can. That can be here, doesn't matter. As far as you comfortably can. You can come on top of your foot if that feels better, but let your knee drop down. So focus on keeping all of the weight in this right foot, this right seat, and you're holding onto the chair with your right hand still. Drawing the chair towards your body. So try not to let yourself hang over towards the front of the chair. Lift your chest, lift your shoulder, and drop your knee down. Keep sliding your leg back until you feel the stretch in the front of your thigh, your hip. Try to be aware of how your foot is moving, in or out, Your leg is moving in or out so that it's comfortable for your hip, for your knee especially. Lift your chest, breathe here. And this is actually very similar to the Warrior One position. Very many things are the same right now. Our hips are in line with each other. Our foot is coming back. We're stretching the front of the hip. This right foot is on the ground, knee bent 90 degrees for the full posture anyway. Keep lifting your chest. Option to stay here in full lunge, sliding back more if you still feel a stretch. If your stretch goes away. And then bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee again and gently rotate towards back of chair, not trying to go as far as you can, but just until you feel some muscular resistance, some stretch. And inhale, lift your chest, lift up away from your hip so you feel the front of this hip stretch more. Breathe. Inhale, turn forward. Slide your left foot flat on the ground and come all the way to face towards the left now. Again, slide towards front of chair until you feel that this right butt muscle and thigh are free. And then slide your foot back as much as it is for you. It could be here, top of foot. Come back until you feel the stretch. Front of your thigh, front of your hip. Hand can be around your chair. Draw towards your body. Again, try to keep yourself pulled against the chair, so not leaning towards the front. Inhale, lift your chest, eyes forward, locked on one point, steady gaze. And breathing deep here, keep lifting your heart, lengthening your body, lengthening your spine, and sliding your foot back. If you feel some space open up, slide your foot back a little more. Breathe deep. On your next inhale, option to stay here or bring your right hand to outside of your left knee and gently rotate towards the back, not forcing, not trying to go to your maximum, just a little bit. And then lift your chest, lift your shoulder up away from your hip, focusing on the stretch on the front of this right hip here. Breathe like you're breathing down into the front of your right hip. Feel the expansion there with your inhale. Inhale, turn forward. Slide your right foot flat on the floor. Turn to the front, and then we'll come to standing. So we'll begin standing at the back of the chair. You can just bring the chair towards the front of your mat, so you have room to slide your foot back and still be standing firmly on the chair, on the mat. Have the chair on the mat. Hands on the chair, feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, step your left foot back, half to full legs length. Step back far enough that you feel your foot firmly pressing down into the ground but can still keep your heel down. Like if you step back and you feel that your heel is hard to put weight into or you can't put the heel down, then shorten your stance a bit till you can. Square your hips forward like you're drawing back with your right hip crease and forward with your left, like you're trying to bring your hips in line with each other. If this feels unbalanced for you, bring your feet wider apart, walking your left foot out or your right foot out. Have your chair close enough to your foot that you can still place the hands on the chair. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend your knee over your ankle. If your knee comes far past your ankle, you could probably make your stance longer, stepping forward a little bit more, or stepping back a little bit more with the back foot. Inhale, straighten your leg, sweep your arms up, shoulder width apart. Lift your chest, lift your heart, and exhale, hands to chair, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to chair, bend the knee, warrior one. Keep pressing back through the heel. If foot lifts, shorten your stance. Feel your back butt muscle engage. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, hands to chair, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, fold down this time, pyramid pose, just stretching the back of your thigh, your front thigh. Just until you begin to feel the stretch. If you have more room, bring your hands down to the seat. But wherever you are, try to keep your back as flat as you can, head in line with your spine. Try not to lift your chin, but also try not to round your back, like you're drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Breathe. On your next inhale, walk your hands to the top of the chair. If they're not there already, come up. And exhale, step to the front of the chair. Inhale, step your right leg back, half to full legs length. Again, back foot's 45 degrees to your front foot. Back heel is firmly planted down. If you feel heel lift, shorten your stance. Feel your back glute engage, your butt muscle. Make your stance as wide as you need so you feel balanced in the posture. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend your knee over your ankle. Again, if knee comes past your ankle, make your stance a bit longer. If it's far behind your ankle, shorten your stance a bit. But either way, have your chair within reach. Inhale, straighten your leg, arms overhead. Option to keep your hands on the chair as always. Exhale, hands to your chair, bend your knee, warrior one. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend, hands to chair. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to chair, bend the knee. One more time. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, fold down. We'll hold here in pyramid pose. Hands can again stay on top of the chair or bring your hands down to the seat. Trying to keep your back flat, reaching top of head away from your seat. Breathing and focusing on the stretch on the back of your thigh. More from the crease below your buttocks than from the back of your knee. Bend your knee if there's any sharpness. Deep breaths. Inhale, walk hands up if they're not already at top of chair. Come upright. And exhale, step to the front. Inhale, again, step your left foot back. Half to full legs length, same position as before. Step your foot forward as much as you need so that your knee will be roughly over your ankle when you bend it. Inhale, lift your chest. Remember, you can make stance wider. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Really try to feel like you're using the strength of your legs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more time. Exhale, bend. Holding here in warrior one. Bend your knee as deeply as is comfortable for you without going much past the ankle if you can. Hands on your chair. Lift your chest. Lengthen around your ribs, your abdomen, lifting up and drawing down your back, engaging below your shoulder blades. Try to use that as a counter to engaging your neck. So try to relax your neck as much as you can. You can option one, keep your hands on the chair. Option two, arms overhead, or hands to your heart. So find where you feel right. Again, you can make stance as wide as you need for balance and draw your front hip back, your back hip forward. Try to do that as much as you can. Press firmly through your back heel. Breathe. Try to press down through pad of your big toe on the front foot. So if you feel your foot trying to roll out to the left, the pinky toe side, press down intentionally. This is an internal rotation posture. So both of your thighs are rotating this way, right? Trying to face forward. It's not actually rotating in, so it's not internal, but it's rotating in relative to rotating out. So usually if the feet try to roll out, right, the thighs try to roll out. So rolling the legs in like this way. Breathing here, eyes steady. Feel free to straighten your leg while we're holding if you need. Next inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, step your right foot back, half to full legs length. Again, square your hips forward. Change your distance so it feels right for you, so knees over ankle, and so you feel balanced width-wise. Inhale, lift your chest, hands to chair. Exhale, bend knee over ankle. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Focus on deepening your hip crease. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, keeping heel on ground. Inhale, straighten. This time we're going to hold. Exhale, bend. Again, options for have hands on chair, hands to heart, arms overhead. Wherever you choose, focus on engaging below your shoulder blades to counter your neck. Relax your neck, right? Like you're lifting your heart, drawing down your back, like you're trying to lift your front ribs up. And breathing here, eyes locked on one point. Keep about half the weight in the back foot. Feel like all of the weight of the body is supported by the legs and hands are just there for guidance. Breathe deep. Remember, if your foot tries to roll out to pinky side, press down intentionally with the big toe, like you're rolling your thighs in a little bit, using a little strength to roll inward. Breathe deep. Feel free to straighten while we're holding. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, step to the front. Okay, so let's come back to the seat now. So last posture. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold over your legs. Option one, your elbows can come to your knees. If that's where you are, then stay there. Or fold down. You can bring your hands down to the sides of your legs, resting on the shins or the feet, or coming down to the ground. Relax the back of your neck. Allow your spine to lengthen. And breathing here. Trying to keep some weight in the feet, some weight in the seat. Focus on long, deep breaths, feeling that movement of breath in the back of your body, that sensation of expansion. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale to your heart. Bring your hands down to your knees and slide to the back of the chair. Let your back rest against the chair. Your feet can be flat on the floor or let your legs slide out, resting your thighs. Your hands can be on thighs, palms up, palms down, hands in your lap, one inside the other. Wherever you choose, let your eyes softly close. And just begin by bringing all your attention to your breath, letting go of that deeper breathing. And just allow your body to take over. Just letting go of controlling anything for a few moments. Your breath, your body, and just focusing on the natural movement, that movement of expansion and contraction with your breathing. The movement of the air in and out through your nose. And all the sensations in your body. Just be aware of the feeling of your body. If you find it difficult to feel any specific sensations, focus on feeling the whole body at once. Just being aware of the sensations, the feeling of the different parts of the body, the sensations that allow you to know where the different parts are with your eyes closed. In other words, how do you know where your hands are with your eyes closed? What do you feel without moving the hands? How do you know where your feet are with your eyes closed? What do you feel? And just feel your body like that. Let your body breathe on its own. Let the mind think if the mind is thinking. Just try to be uninvolved in all of it, a silent witness to everything that's happening, the thoughts, the breath, and sensations in the body. Even the feelings, even the emotions, anything that comes up, just letting it move, just like your thoughts, just like your breath, just observing, letting go of controlling, having an opinion, giving meaning to anything, having a preference for better or worse, right or wrong, just feel, allow. And when you feel ready, beginning to slowly deepen your breath. Just being aware of how your body feels, how your mind feels. Making small movements with your hands, your feet, your neck as you're ready. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes. So thank you all for practicing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's class. If you have anything you'd like to see on the channel, let me know. If you have any questions about today's class, feel free to comment and let me know in the video and I'll get back to you, right? So I'll see you next time tomorrow for day 12. And until then, take care.